Ba-doop-ba-doop-ba-doo. Hello. Welcome. Teacher is playing some DDO tonight. Why are we doing DDO tonight? Because it's VIP weekend in DDO as well. Well, if you're a VIP, you get 10% XP anyway, at all times. But this weekend, you get an extra 15% XP in the Happy Fun world of DDO. So I'm not going to play my level 10 favorite soul, though I'm actually vaguely tempted. I want to play my main, who is my level 25, who is 18 levels of cleric, 2 levels of artificer, and 5 epic levels. And I'm going to take my headset cord out. There we go. Always feels like it's dragging my head down like this. So this is my main. That's like my favorite outfit in the entire game. And let's play as some DDO. We're gonna find some quests to do. I don't know what quests we're going to find, but we will find something to do that'll be fun, I hope. And I will probably wind up looking at the wiki to make sure I'm doing a quest right. Because the way I do quests is I'm a flower sniffer. Not that I'm in a certain kinship on Thelanis that goes by that name. But no, flower sniffing is a way of life in DDO. And what it is it's basically where you go through the entire damn quest and you do all of the optionals, you do everything to, maximize how much you get out of a quest rather than spending, zerging through it and getting it done as quickly as possible. Alright? So that being said, a while ago DDO had a special Guild Renown weekend. And I also had Guild Renown potions on my person because they were 75% off during the month of July, so I sandbagged them. And when they had Guild Renown weekend, by that time I'd already stacked up 6. By the time the weekend is over, that Sunday night, I stacked up 6 sagas to turn in for a crap ton of Guild Renown. And so my guild is now level 43 and a half. Which is really cool. And that means out of all of these guild rewards that you can get for your guild, I have them all unlocked up to 43. The next big kahuna is going to be level 55. But level 44 is going to get us a couple of things. But, and I have actually rearranged the airship to host all of the amenities. So we have full guild buffs up to level 43. And actually one of my favorite guild perks is this one right here. I can't freaking wait until Lotro makes something like this happen. This thing right here is the best thing ever. Grants the guild leaders and officers the ability to send guild invites to players through the mail system, which means you can invite your alts to your guild without needing to be online or to use an alt account as a spare officer, which is what we used to have to do. And is what I have to do in Lotro. Unless I want to ask Killam, hey Killam, can you log in and alt my character? Or officer, or invite my alt. Anyway, that being said, guild buffs have now been refreshed. Let me refresh my guild buffs again. I don't remember the last time I did it. And we are going to find something to do. Here is a list of every single quest in the game. Now, the way this works in DDO is very different than Lotro. As you can see, there are far fewer quests to be had. Because DDO is a very different animal than Lotro in a lot of ways, despite the fact that it is being run by the same dev company. DDO operates as a series of self-contained quests. Some quests can be chained together. Some quests can be chained together to form what's called a saga. And at the end of that saga, you get special rewards. And you can complete quests in various difficulties, such as casual, normal, hard, epic, Reaper. And Reaper has varying... So for those who are used to DDO, I'm sorry, to Lotro and the new difficulty system that's available on the Treebeard and... the Treebeard and Shadowfax servers, is that there's the difficulty scale. And you'll see that anytime you go to a quest entrance and go to enter the quest, it will give you the option of what you can do. Also, DDO is a big reincarnation thing where you get to level 20 and you reincarnate your character. Or you get to level 30 and you reincarnate your character. Or you play level 30 content forever and a day and basically go from there. It's kind of like you got your level 100 LI and you're just maxing it out, right? So, some quests have both a heroic and an epic version. Some quests don't. As you can see, Redemption here does not have an epic version. So epic versions are level 20 on up. Heroic is everything up to level 20. And you can sort this list by heroic, which means all of these quests. So what you wind up doing here is when you do a quest on epic, and you get to level 20, well, what do? Well, you go back and do a lot of the same quests, but you're doing them on a much harder difficulty. And some of those quests are not available to you until you're at max level. Or they're available, but you probably will get pasted pretty quickly. So, for example, my level 25 character here would not be doing well in an epic quest of level 27 or 28 or whatever. So what I want to do tonight is, since it is XP weekend, I do want to grind some XP. So I'm going to go find some quests that I can do that will give me some XP for a level 25 character. So I'm trying to look for ones that I know of. And the part of the problem with DDO is I haven't done a lot of quests. Now here's the thing, is when you reincarnate your character, all of these pretty colors, for those who are not colorblind, go back to gray, because every time you reincarnate your character, like a full reincarnation, it's as if your character had never done any of these quests. They lose all of their favor over here. They have to regrind all that reputation all over again. But they're more powerful. And when you replay through your second life, you get more power. You play through your third, you get more power, and so on and so forth. It's a complex system. But what we want to do is to find a quest that I can do. So I think what I'm probably going to do is, one of the things that's different between the heroic quests and the epic quests is that with heroic, let's say you're on a level 4 quest, a level 4 heroic quest. The hard version is scaled to level 5. The elite version is level 6. And that's like the CR for those quests. In the epics, it's very different. The epics are, if it's a level 24 quest and you're trying to do it on hard, the mobs will hit you at level 32. Or actually, I think it's level 45. And if you try to run it on elite, the mobs will have a CR of 61. So you're going to get pasted unless you've got a group of people with you. So good times. Let me see. It looks like we could do the catacombs. That should be a little bit of fun. Or let's see what else we can do. Catacombs is generally pretty good. We can actually go do something a little bit lower. We'll do a level 21 quest. But we'll maybe do it on a hard. So let's go do that. And I'm actually experiencing a bug that my cosmetic weapon does not like its cosmetic thing, and I'm not sure why that is. So let's show you what this is all about. Let's pop the cosmetic off. And that's what my weapon looks like. I put my cosmetic back on. And my cosmetic is actually the thing that I'm equipping. You know, whatever. Yeah, let's not jump off the airship, please. Alright, let's go. Let's go to Stormreach Harbor. We're gonna try the Gatekeeper's quests. Ooh, I know what I could do. This would actually be a little bit fun because I want to get them. We're gonna go to the Keep in the Borderlands. Because those are pretty easy quests, but there's something I want to get. And because I'm that jerk, I'm gonna ride a horse instead of the unicorn. But apparently I can't ride a horse when I've got my rune arm turned on, so let's turn my rune arm off and then mount up. There we go. One of the quality of life improvements Standing Stone did fairly recently, like in the past year, is they, actually this is a Linabelle project, so thank you, Quentin. You are my favorite. Quentin took the mounts that, like this mount here is the Fast White Stallion. It used to drop as a very rare drop from rolling 99 or 100 on your gold rolls. And what happened in those cases was that they bound to account. And people didn't like that. Actually, no, I think they bound to character. They didn't bind to account, they bound to character. So that this character was always the one I would roll. You know, I could have just gone... Actually, let me go back to the Gatekeeper's Grove, because that's actually where I want to go in once I finish the Borderlands stuff. So, Linabelle took all of those bound to character tokens and rewrote the mount system so that mounts were basically like a collection. That once you used the token, it added that to your collection, and all of your characters on that server had access to all of the mounts that you had picked up. So that's really cool. So we're going to go to the Keep on the Borderlands. We're going to pick up some quests. We're going to do the quests. We're also going to rove around the landscape and murder some dudes. But our purpose here is not only to run around as a horse, apparently. Is to talk to this dude who can trade you a horseshoe, an enchanted horseshoe. See, I already have a Palomino, and what I want to get is the fast Palomino, so I need to get the horseshoe. But the problem I'm concerned with is I don't have a mount certificate for the Palomino. So I'm not sure how this is going to work. But there's all these are the horses they have. They only have horses in DDO. There's no boars, goats, dragons, anything else that you can ride. Sorry. So we apparently have picked up all of these quests because they're showing it as thingy. So we're going to... Well, looks like we've already picked up the thing. So we're going to go into the keep. We're going to go outside the keep, actually. And I'm going to summon my dudes. So I'm going to set it to Epic, which is level 21. Landscape, wilderness, exploration areas. There's only one level for each. There's one for Heroic, one for whatever. Turn that on, and we're going to set up my dudes. Now, I fully expect my Feywild Muse to die a lot because he's only level 5, and this is a level 21 area. But I do have a level 25 Owlbear, and my favorite soul is level 25. He's my higher. I think I might have forgotten to get another. No, I have a few more. That's fine. Alright, so you think my Lotro, my Lotro bars are crazy? Yeah, my DDO ones are worse. What I don't understand is why the critters are actually attackable like this, or that they have just a regular, whatever's. Anyway, we're gonna go wander around. So in these wilderness landscape areas, you're gonna find critters, and you can also find mobs to kill. Some of them are gonna be like, you know, critters, or, you know, animals. Alright, I'm gonna set everybody on attack all of the things. But one of the things about these wilderness areas is there will be a series of rares that you can find and kill, and each rare comes with a treasure chest that you can get loot out of. And that's actually one of the ways you'll know if a rare is up, because you'll see the treasure chest out in the landscape. It's like, oh hey, such and such is up. So I have apparently gotten 13 out of 15, so I need to go find the last two. And you can click on these and it will tell you which ones you're missing. So I am currently missing 2, but it won't tell me their names. And sometimes it won't tell you the names of who you're missing. It just is. So each wilderness area has a few different things. One has Slayer deeds that you can accomplish, and they will give you XP. And they increment. They start with like kill 10 things, kill 25 things, kill 50 things, and go on from there. And then there's the rare encounters, of which there are a certain number for each wilderness area. This one has 15. I've done 13 of them, and I don't know which ones I've missed. And there are also exploration spots where you basically show up and it says you discovered such and such a place. You get XP for each one, and then XP as you complete the meta for that segment. Oh, hello. And the music here on the Keep in the Borderlands was written by our good friend Mr. Bill Champagne. And I'm hoping, I think it was actually, sounded like something Bill would write. And I'm kind of hoping that Standing Stone will go in, add more of the DDO
Monsters
soundtracks
have built a small camp atop this hill, giving them
to
a
their wiki,
commanding
or I'm
view
sorry,
of
to
the
their
valley
YouTube
below.
channel like they do Lotro. This might be a Matt Harwood thing, though. It does sound like a bit like something Bill would write, though. I think the first stuff that he did was Sharn. Always break the breakables because you might get something out of it. The downside is all of your freaking dudes are generally on top of it. Always drink from mysterious fountains. You never know what's going to happen next.
The water wheel continues to turn at this mill, even though the owners have long since fled to the safety of the keep.
One thing DDO has that Lotra does not is swimming and breathing mechanics. You can indeed die by drowning in DDO. And as you kill dudes, you wind up completing monster manuals, and as you complete monster manuals, else behave yourself, you get rewards for that. You know, one thing I did forget to do, I forgot to set my buffs. Oops, I'm such a bad cleric. But let's fix that right now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna actually need to do some work on my on my thing. But anyway, let's get us some buffs going on here. Well, I would if you all stood around for a few minutes. Me, cleric, have buffs. Sometimes there's a bird rare here. There isn't this time around. Oh, there's a spider. Sometimes there's a spider rare down here.
Dense webs cover the trees in this dark and isolated gorge.
I love Implosion Aura. It's my favorite. So no treasure chest, so the rare isn't up, but that crest will be needed for one of the other things. There is a summonable, not quite rare, but a summonable red name mob, but you need 3 crests to summon him. And one of them is the crest of the spider! Are y'all having fun back there? Okay, I do see. I don't know if you caught it, but I did actually see a treasure chest glowing over here. You see it over there? Which means this rare is up. Pinchy is not dead yet. Alright, let's see what I get. Alright, level 21 gear. And that was one of the rares I hadn't gotten before, so now I'm 14 to 15. Nice. One thing I like about being arranged is I can shoot things from halfway across the map. Hmm. Hmm. Let's try that again. One, two, three, four. There we go. Just say no to hate raids. Just say no to hate. Fuck off, little bots. Yeah, I am having camera issues, I am noticing, and it's kind of vexing me, actually. think I might actually need to tear apart my trackball again after the stream, because yeah, it shouldn't be doing that. Because normally when I right click and pan around, it should be panning my camera around, and it's not. So it's the right click switch that's having the difficulty right now. And all I can use is the arrow keys, which are a poor, poor substitute. Where is that guy? I don't think it'll take me long to fix the trackball. And I could actually do it on stream because I can show you what I'm doing. I'll kind of show you what I'm doing. But I think I'll wait until I'm out of the Keep of the Borderlands, so we'll do our circle and then we'll head on out into the public area. Oh, there's a guy. Here's one of the rares. I get knocked down, but I get up again. Ain't never gonna let me down. Hope this guy's up too. I think this might be the last one I need.
You find a grave here in the brush. It's been neglected for many years.
Oh, wait a minute. You know what I can do? Turn undead. Man, and you thought goblins were annoying in Didia in Lotro. So one of the other big differences between the two games is you generally can't run through bad guys. Characters do not clip into each other. There is that burb. I'm pretty sure the burb is back here. Yeah, it's supposed to be back here. And it's gonna be back here because there's the treasure chest. It's not a burb, it's a harpy. Oh man, it's still 14 to 15. Which one do I have left? Do y'all mind? Got a qual feather token! However, what I'm looking for is the rare epic horseshoe. However, while we're out here, I'm going to show you something cool that you don't normally see. Well, everybody who's played Lotro has seen it. It's a standing stone! Looks just like the company logo. Actually, it looks like the housing deco from Lotro, but the standing stone makes no noise, and the hovering stones do not move. It literally is a standing stone. I think I'm actually going to go get on out of here, and I'm going to... You know what I could do? I could just recall out. And I am going to do some on-air fixing of my trackball with the help of... Do I have any electrical tape? I do, but I need a pair of scissors. I have a pair of scissors upstairs. I will... Oh, yeah, that quest. Never mind. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. Don't go anywhere. And we'll be right back. that music, but anyway, what we have here. Trackball. Gonna turn it off. Take the battery out. Gonna do a little bit of what feels like percussive maintenance, but it's not. Oh hey, I was looking for this. I have to take that into work actually. Actually, I need to take a picture of this and send it to somebody at work. In the meantime, I'm going to pop the trackball out. See, trackball gone. Mini screwdrivers, best thing ever invented besides sliced bread. It should only take a couple minutes. I've done this many times before. But I've always worked with the other micro switch, not the right hand one. But it's clearly the right hand one is having issues. So I take off my gunner glasses. I have eyes, and put on my granny glasses so I can actually see what the hell I'm doing. Because I'm old, people. I didn't know you do that, but I'm old. And then we'll get back to the keep on the Borderlands here in just a few minutes. Once I do this emergency repair. By the way, the music you have been listening to on my personal streams has, was a band from Indianapolis called Moto Sota. Unfortunately, you can't find any of their music on, well, you probably could on Spotify or something of that nature. But I need a light. Light. That's not how you turn the light on. There you go. Light. And Moto Sota was a band from, oh god, 15 years ago, I want to say. Come on, turn on, stay on. And they didn't actually become famous or anything. However, we all know one of the people in the band. Alright. Need this one to be very, very careful. Because this is the micro switch, therefore it is very easy to break. Actually, the other one hasn't broken yet, and I don't even know why. And what these switches are is they basically, they're called micro switches, and they're actually the little switches inside the trackball that you click on the little white thing here. Let me get my pointer. This little white thing in the middle of the black thing, that is the actual thing that clicks. You can hear that. And that is what makes your mouse buttons click. Not the actual click, 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 like on this. Where the hell did I put it? Not this. This does nothing. You just click the thing. But it actually has this, your actual mouse button has a flat piece in it that when you press it, it presses down on the actual mini switch. What's my MBTI? I'm not sure what an MBTI is. I probably know what it is, but I don't know it by that acronym, which is fine. However, I'm gonna break my nail doing this. Wouldn't that be funny? How you doing, Boxer John? Hope you're doing well. Come on, let's not break up my head, break my finger, break my eyeball. Let's not break the actual switch itself. The one on the other side, the left clicky one, I've already messed with before. Trying not to damage any of the metal contacts. It's hard that I can't see what the hell I'm doing. Let's move the light. That's easier to see for sure. Aha. Back that bad boy off of there. Turn it upside down. Carefully wiggle it off. And try not to lose the little white button. Which is exactly what I did. Okay, fam, where'd the white button go? I may have just broken my trackball entirely, 100%. I can't find the white pressy thing. I'm gonna be in trouble. What is this? Oh, it's a 16 gigabit Optane memory series. 16 gigabit. Oh, 16 gigabit. Never mind. 16-bit RAM. Okay, we have done a bad thing, people. Did it go flying into my keyboard? No. This is going to prove to be very unfortunate if this thing has gone wandering. Okay. Let's be careful. Don't see anything. This is going to be a short stream, isn't it? I mean, I still have my old trackball. I can probably... It probably had the exact same problem. I'm not going to lie. I don't see that the piece fell down into the actual case of the trackball. Oh, it did! I found it! Alright. So, here's how you fix this. Firstly, I'm going to put this this little white piece. I should have gotten my tweezers for this, because tweezers are going to be the best. Because this white thing fits in here and is the actual button that makes it all work. Get in there. Get in there. There we go. Okay. Saved, as they say in Bob Ross's channel. Okay. So, to repair the micro switch, this is what the micro switch actually looks like. It's this thing right here. And the problem with the micro switch, and this is apparently something these Logitech trackballs are famous for, is borking, so they stop clicking right. So what you do is you take a piece of electrical tape, which I just happen to have some. Well, it's pretty dirty. I'm not going to use that. Electrical tape. And you cut a very, very small piece. Very small piece. I'm going to cut a big piece. Put my tape away. I can't jiggle my mouse to say I'm not AFK. Okay, put the tape to the side and cut a very, very small corner out of it. Tolkien Otaku, hello, how are you? I am doing a little bit of emergency trackball repair. See? And then you take your new shiny piece of electrical tape and you set it over the micro switch. And then you carefully nudge it into place. So what it's going to do is it's providing a little extra bit of contact for the actual micro switch. Because basically what's happening is when you're clicking down, the click isn't going through. Because the contact underneath it has worn down so much that when you're touching the actual button, it's not making contact like it ought to do. So what you do is you put some electrical tape on it to give it a little bit more girth, as it were. Well, Thiefy is upstairs howling like a madman, because that's what Thiefies do. Ah! That's not what I intended to do with that piece of electrical tape. Get out of here. Get out of there. Okay, let's go over here. Boop. So every time you press the button, it's going to make a contact. Okay. Just got finished eating. What'd you have for dinner? I hope it was good. Well, obviously it should be good, right? Alright, and now I need to carefully put my thing back on. And actually the easiest way to put the switch cover back on so you don't lose the button in the actual switch is you turn your trackball upside down and click it on this way. There we go. That feels much more solid. And then you put everything back together. And we'll see how we can keep playing after this. Make sure everything's clean. One of the things about owning a cat is that cats... Yeah, that feels a lot better. Is cats like to get cat hair in every freaking thing on the planet. The case together. Screw all the things back in. Bowtie pasta, sausage, and diced tomatoes in cream. In cream is an idea I wouldn't have thought about. Because, I mean, for me, if you're putting cream in something, you're going for, like, a buttery kind of thing. Or like, you know, whipping cream for desserts. That sounds pretty tasty, I'm not going to lie. Alright, so we got it almost put back together. Let's put our stickers back on. Because the rubber feet of the trackball are actually will cover up most of the holes where the screws are. So after the stream, I'm probably going to hop over into Final Fantasy XIV because it's Bruv night for my friend Devilor, which means he's not going to be playing 14. I can't play Final Fantasy XIV when I'm moderating or watching a stream where the streamer is playing that same game. Hello. Hi, boy cat. We're going to get a visit in just a second. Meow. Meow. Okay, let's see how this goes. Trackball back in, turn it back on, and see what we get. Alright, that's working good. Ooh, yeah, that's doing what I wanted it to do. Heck yeah. That's the kind of camera work I was looking for. Alright. Alright, let's put this away. These away. Turn that off. Put that away. First time mutation. It sounds really good. I honestly wouldn't have thought cream as its own thing. I might have to try that. Alright. Let's get back to it. Let me put my grainy glasses away. Get my gamer glasses back on. And so yeah. Let's go back into the Keep in the Borderlands. Let's go back and see if we can find the last bad guy. Again, we're on epic mode. We're level 25. This is a level 21 zone. Alright, let me resummon my dudes, because that's what you have to do. Oh, man, this is so bad that I wound up copying. See? Alright, got everybody? Okay. I'm noticing I'm missing some spells. Let me show active only. These are my favorite. Okay, I must not have actually had something there. I thought I did, but maybe I didn't. Regardless, let's go do our circuit again. We're gonna go look for any, because I'm missing one. Okay, Weaponsmith, thieves with the tribal chieftain. Chieftain is spelled wrong. Van Crago. Let me actually look this one up on the DDO wiki. So I'm looking forward to the news about Lotro next week. A bunch of content creators such as myself have been invited to a special one-day early sneak peek into the Brawler class on Tuesday, as well as the new LI work. And then everybody will have access to it on Bull Roar on Wednesday. Now, we will be able to stream from Bull Roar on Tuesday. And I believe there's going to be a special, some devs, and Cordovan himself will presumably be on duty in Bull Roar that evening, which is something they have been doing on the DDO side for a while, but they haven't really done it for the Lotro side. So this is, I think, this is a really good thing because this is the first time they've done something like this for the Lotro side, but if you think about it, these two systems are really big. So it really is a case where I can see where they would want to, maybe do a little bit of extra on this one. And I know there's some folks who are upset about it because, like, why wasn't I invited? The unfortunate thing is, guess what? That's how every other dev company that I'm aware of does this shit. So, okay, I need the wilderness. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum. I don't want... okay, we'll go to the Borderlands. Okay, rare encounters the Borderlands. That's what I'm looking for. So, we got Weaponsmith, King, Golden Crago. Which one am I missing? After Pinchy? Commander Armuz the Hobgoblin. You'll need to speak to Enoch for Armuz. Oh, Armuz is that guy up in the corner. Okay, I know where he is. Never mind. Okay. I know what I'm doing now. Somewhat. Somewhat. So I'm actually really looking forward to it. We'll see how it plays out.
The keep on the Borderlands was built to protect this valley. Constant monster attacks have driven the valley's residents to take refuge behind the keep's walls.
So this DM voice is actually Cindy Robinson, and she is known to Lotro players as Harthalin from the High Elf intro. And she does other voices. If you play Final Fantasy XIV, she is the voice of Kan-E Senna, the Gridania area leader. In only the A Realm of Reborn content, what apparently happened, Square Enix changed voice acting houses in 2016 between A Realm Reborn and Heavensward. And so what happened was all the voice actors changed. And I believe my current theory, it's just about the time that the voice actors had a strike. So you couldn't use any SAG-AFTRA voice actors, but over in Europe, they didn't have SAG-AFTRA. So, oh, this guy's up. So we're going to kick his butt even though we don't need to, because I'm hoping to get the horseshoe. Hi. Killing scarecrows. You notice I'm doing a lot better with this now. Now that I can actually control my camera. Wait, why am I doing this? Oh, he's not turnable. Never mind. Yay! Getting more loot that I can't really use. So we're gonna see how that plays out. I actually have to work that day. Except, I haven't taken a day off work since I got hired in June, so I might ask them if I can have the day off. And maybe I can actually get permission. It really depends on how many other people are on vacation next week. However, maybe I can sweet talk my boss into letting me take like a half day or something. I don't know. Quarter day, 3/4 of a day. Simply because I also will be working on Monday, the Labor Day. So I'm gonna try to see if I can finagle that. Okay, Enoch is here. The chest is here, so we're about to complete our
thing. A small hermit's hut stands here, surrounded by well-tended beehives. The place looks like it's still inhabited, even though the Caves of Chaos are just over the hill.
And also, Cindy Robinson is famous in DDO not only for doing these DM voices, she's also pretty much the voice of the kobolds. Kobold, I like you! Which, she's really good. Let me shoot you in the face. Sweet! I got 15 of 15, which means I got a good chunk of XP out of that. Nice. We're all dead. We're actually going to do a couple of quests here. The Keep of the Borderlands is based on the classic D&D module, which I know absolutely nothing about. Which is fine. So we're going to go up to the Caves of Chaos here, and we're going to do some questing. So questing in DDO is very different than in Lotro. All quests are basically kind of like doing a skirmish or doing a small instance. An instance of some kind. You can only go in with your party up to 6, or I think raids are 12. I could be wrong. And instead of getting a quest ring and then going to where the quest is, then, you know, for the most part, doing your quest out in the open landscape. In DDO, they're all instanced.
These must be the Caves of Chaos, where the cultists
there are a
and their
couple of
monster
like
allies have made their base.
When you're in like this landscape area, you can complete these quests over here, but the actual story quests, it doesn't matter actually which order you do these in. I'm gonna do this on heroic normal because I'm level 25. So if I do this on heroic, if I do this on hard at level 22, you see the level here. Let's actually go take a look at the mobs. I'm going to show you how this is different. Maybe it's just something they didn't fix Giant Hold for, but I think Elite's going to kick our ass.
The door behind you seals shut as you enter. There's now only one way to go. Forward. That's fine with you, as this cave is said to contain much treasure. A burly minotaur stands behind a magical barrier, guarding a pile of treasure. Always more. Always more. The minotaur snorts.
Their CR is 37.
Like
oh, so I think they tweak things. That would be nice.
Have fun starving in my cave with the treasure just out of reach.
Okay, so far so good. Maybe Giant Hold never got tweaked. Because this feels much more like what I would expect. barrier. Because the last time I tried to do a level, like a level 24 quest on Elite, which should have been just a little bit tough. Lag. It wound up being like the mobs had a CR of 61. I'm like, what? That didn't seem right. Breakables. You get XP for breakables, so I will want to make sure I do all the breakables. Are they breakables back? No, was that just the entrance? Never mind. You brought the bat! Explosion aura. So some of my guys are not level 20. Like my Feywild Muse is level 5. My Animated Skeleton's level 10. My Shield Guardian is level 15. They recently did an update where they did a pass on all the mobs. Kind of makes them a little bit less grumpy. Okay. Everybody, y'all stay here. And there's no way to stop this trap. You just have to time it. That's why you make your hires.
This crest
hang out back
matches
there.
one of the sockets on the Minotaur's barrier. There must be more somewhere in the cave.
There we go. Come with me. It's very possible I could die. Well, that's what you have a healing. That's why Garrett is here. He has a res. I also have a res, which is really fun. It's got a favorite soul and a cleric running together. It's so much fun. There we go. Everybody gets a little bit of a heal going on here. Hey, there's a shrine. It's a rat! Let's bring all my dudes in here. Oh, I have died. Alas. Hey, Garrett! Garrett! Thank you! I've died again. Garrett! Oh, Garrett! Thank you! Hey, Cass. Heal. I could have just like res myself right here. Watch this. Alright, everybody. Let me get my Crest of the Bat back. Alright, let's... Everybody use the shrine. Shrine, shrine, everywhere, shrine. H2O. I gotta put those scissors away. Those scissors go over there. There. What are you doing? Why are you wasting all of your stuff, Feywild Muse? Oh. Okay, stop it. Stop that. There we go. Okay, so let's explore. Okay. All right, boys and girls. That was some damn lag. Oh, hey, look at this. Watch this. Can you say turn undead? How can I lack conviction? Ugh, that was not conviction. I probably got a negative level, that's probably why. Orange name, CR41. Ooh, mystery furnace. That up. Thank you. So elite can be a little bit rough. Pick you up. Pick you up. Crest of the Snake. Not to be confused with the Union of the Snake. Alright, let's res our Feywild Muse over here. Alright, let's go this way. Tasty, tasty puzzles. Alright. Okay. The rule of thumb with these puzzles is you generally don't want to complete them until you're ready to complete them. So you can't change those, so you can change that.
This should be enough crests to fill all of the sockets on the Minotaur's barrier.
Now, this is the part where we get our asses really kicked because the Minotaur is going to be tough. Here's the shrines. We're out of luck. Oh, hey, my doggo resurrected itself. Hello, Minotaur. Hi. here's where we get our butts kicked.
With all 3 crests neatly fitted into their sockets, the magical barrier fades. The infuriated Minotaur gives a roar of rage and attacks.
Oh, Jesus. Jesus, CR 6, 30, 43. It's gonna be tough, people. Trying to get those adventurers out of the way. Kill the ads! Kill the ads! Your ads down! Ads down! Focus! Focus! And unfortunately, these... Did you go and attack him? Everybody, attack that guy. Oh my god. The lag! Hi. Excuse me, pardon me. Yay! Somehow I'm shooting him through the thing? Okay. You guys keep him over there. I'll fight him. I'll shoot. Hi. Are you like not attacking him, Owlbear? Let's see if I can res you. And see if I can do that. Man, the owlbear is doing fuck all. There you go. There you go. Yeah, part of it is the owlbear's hitbox. Its form, its animations really have a hard time in tight places. It's like trying to DPS things as a guardian in Lotro. Without the survivability, right? There we go. Got some XP.
Now the treasure the creature had been guarding is yours for the taking.
Give me all the treasure. Okay, let's get out of here. Do the next one. I think I might tone it down a notch just to make the next one maybe hard. I don't know. We'll keep trying Elite. See how we do. So far we haven't like died, right?
As you walk deeper into the cave, you hear deep, guttural voices in the distance.
I do swear that my Iron Defender is a drama queen. keeps going on about imminent shutdown, and I'm like, dude, you're at 3/4 health. What the hell? So these quests are intended on Hard and Elite and Reaper to be completed with a full party.
You notice a small iron key in the corner of the room.
Okay, iron key. Right. So we've got this
door seems to be sealed by powerful magic.
Okay, iron key in the corner of the room. Gimme. That would be a cool Halloween decoration. I'm just saying.
The stout iron lock on this door looks as though it would be impossible to pick.
Well, I guess it's a good thing that I went and
The
got
iron
a...
lock creaks as it opens. You hear hurried footsteps approaching.
Got myself an iron key, right? So to be fair, the Iron Defender is only level 2 because I only have 2 levels of Artificer, and it does not scale up to my current level. It's only based on the number of RD levels you got, of course. I mean, what's the point of multi-classing if you have full powers over both classes, right? All right, let's put some buffs on here. Hey Galbus, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing okie dokies. Okay, we got 2 ways we can go. We can go up or we can go down. We're gonna go up because we can't go down like a $20 hooker yet.
Wafts tantalizingly down the corridor.
And one of the cool things you can do is use doorways to your advantage. Hallways, and the fact that your owlbear is naff, as the Brits like to say. It sucks. I think I need a better weapon, quite frankly.
You notice the glint of silver in the far corner of this chamber. As the first lever is pulled, the crystal above it flares into life.
We should steal their dinner, because we're rude people. Okay, what else are we doing? Brains. Oh, right. Let's see. I've got Epic Ash Protector. That's what I want. I've got the Spectral Crate Crossbow. It's at 33. I think my other one's at 37, though. No, that's a 27. That's a 20. 27, 18. No, the Spectral Crate Crossbow is still higher damage. Okay. We'll stick with what we have. Let's go this way. Whoops. Nope, that's the way we came. We want to go down this way.
The image of a small silver key is embossed on this surprisingly well-crafted lock. As the silver lock clicks open, you hear the muffled voices of bugbears ahead.
Sounds like there should be a road sign. Bugbears ahead. You get knocked down, but I get up again. Ain't never gonna get you down. I get knocked down. Alright, who died? Oh, Feywild Muse. You always are dying, man. Oh, let's get the doggo up, too. So DDO does have the thing where positioning matters, and having dudes in between you and your thing does actually matter. So you can be pinned up against a wall or something and die in the middle of the fight. Okay, you're dead. Okay, which way do we go? Which way do we go? Oh, there's a hidden door there! How can my hireling find it but not me? That's not right! Do I have something that can help me spot? Nope. Well. If only I had a rogue.
Huddled humans dressed in rags flinch away from the door as you open it.
I'm a hero. The problem is with hirelings, unless they have something over here, they really can't help you out. Like, they have their 4 active skills. But unless you have a rogue of some kind, or an artificer, which there are no artificer hirelings, if you don't sense it yourself, you're out of luck. So let's go see if I have any item in my inventory that I can temporarily swap in that has a spot thing. Oh, hello. What's that? XP. Let's use that. So instead of getting, virtue XP with the daily dice, you get actual XP. Alright. Probably, let's see. Unity, Freezing Ice Guard. One cool thing about DDO versus Lotro is gear is a lot more flexible. A lot of stuff binds, if it binds at all, will bind to account. And therefore you can trade it freely amongst other characters on your account, or you can actually just trade it. A lot of stuff is just, you just throw it up on the auction house, nobody cares. Seeker option, nope. I don't see anything that's going to boost my abilities here. Deflection bonus AC, or kinda like those. No, never use insight unless you're a tank. Kinda like this one, actually. Holy crap! I went from 577 to 622. Hell yeah. But I still can't see what's going on here. I still can't open this door. Because I don't see it, only my hireling does. Well, that bites. Okay, let's go down this way. And generally something like that just means that you won't be able to finish a quest or something of that nature. Well, hello. Hi, everybody. How you doing? Get everybody in here. Party on. Would you fight these guys, Owlbear, or are you just gonna sit around? There we go. Owlbear is in the house. I mean, Garrett, there's nothing you can do to help. What are you talking about? Ah, he summoned something! Oh no, I'm out of action point. Spell points. That could be bad! Oof. Okay.
As the door opens, you see several humans in chains crouching against the walls.
I'm a hero. Let me get the XP for doing this. 940 XP. Oh well. Alright, let's go back here. Let's hit this.
As the second lever is pulled, you can hear the rumble of the sealed doors sliding open.
Can you use the rest shrine? There you go. Alright, rest up, everybody. I'm gonna use the rest shrine. And I'm gonna make everybody else use the rest shrine. All the buffs. Alright. So one thing we used to razz Cord about a lot is how little he used to play Lotro. Because he's always been the DDO guy, right? Well, I'm gonna give him props where props are due. He has, from my understanding, been putting in a lot more time in Lotro. Everybody get over here. There we go. And I'm not actually, I'm kind of embarrassed to say this, but he's actually ahead of me in the story. And he actually completed the wrapper for the Farmer's Fair. He mentioned that on Court of the Rings today, so that was pretty exciting. I think that might have been the first time he did that. Oops. At least I didn't die. Thank you! You died, though. Oopsie. You have a problem? Well, I'll res you. One thing I dislike about DDO's targeting is it can get a little bit wild and woolly. Okay, there's that way. There's this way. I'm gonna go this way first.
As you open the door, a massive bugbear growls and attacks.
Kick this chanter's butt. See how you like it. Now we can beat on the bad guy. Wow. My Iron Defender is dead with negative 138 hit points. He only had 165 when he was alive. actually, this goes up here. That's what it was missing. Zip.
As the chieftain dies, you notice a small ornate key on the table in the far corner of the room.
Yeah, owlbears or rugs. Okay, we got a gold key. No treasure chest, you notice. Normally there's a treasure chest when you find the bad guy, when you kill the bad guy. But his is in here. He's a treasury door.
The door to the treasury opens.
And we are
with a
finished!
satisfying click. The large rusty lock on this chest looks like it could be picked.
And this is why you bring a rogue with you. Because I can do this. I failed! Let's try this again. With an 18? Are you kidding me? Fortunately, locks on... I think I have to get a natural 20 to get this. What's this CR on this one? I'm sorry, the DC. Damn, failed on a natural 20. Well, I opened that chest, I guess. And once you kill, once you get the quest to where it says it's finished, Potion of Wonder, I wouldn't recommend drinking it. It can kill you and everybody else in your party. Alright. So I got a 20 on that. Let me check the DC on it. Okay, lock DCs. Elite. Or on Epic, it says Elite should be 14. So I should have been able to open that. Oh, there's a bear pit. So I'm confused, but that's okay. Don't I have a bell of opening on my person? I do have, by the way, a rogue on my person, but I don't think he could do this. Let's find out! So you can take any one critter out of... What, can I just summon him? Oh, my party's too full. Let's de-summon my Iron Doggo. Wait, no, I don't think the Doggo counts. Let's de-summon the Feywild Muse. We'll kick him out of the party. And so this Froggo is available if you get the... He is a permanent hire. Oops. Try that again. A permanent hireling available in. Click on that and see, can he open it? I think he wasn't able to do so. Yeah, he wasn't, because he's only level 3. Yes, he is a frog. He's a bullywog. So he can search for stuff, but he didn't find anything. Oh, he must face the chest. Come on. Come on. Face the chest. And he's got a styling kick-ass hat. So I don't think either one of us can do this, which is very unfortunate. So let's get on out of here. And neither one says named loot, so I'm not really gonna fuss about it too much. It is what it is. It is what it is. We're probably gonna go till midnight. I'm actually gonna kick Froggo from the party because I don't need him anymore. And we're gonna resummon my Feywild Muse. How do I need that button? He's right here. Oh, I must wait 3 minutes before I can resummon him? Okay, that's fine. He just dies early anyway. Okay, so we've done 2 of the few quests here. So you can see I can go up to the one up here.
Fearing for their lives, the people of the keep have asked for your help dealing with 2 orc tribes that dwell inside this cave. Judging from the decor, each direction leads to a different tribe's home. A tripwire snaps, and a gong clangs in response. Several orcs rush around the corner, roused by the alarm.
Well, these are CR21s. These are easy. I don't know what the braziers are for. Wait, did I choose elite or normal? I might have chosen normal accidentally. Yeah, she's a CR24. I must have accidentally chosen the normal version. That's unfortunate. I don't want to go out. I want to actually complete the quest first on regular. Then you can immediately turn around and go back in and do it on elite if you need to. Okay, so... there we go. We don't want to go through that yet. Wanna see... something over here. The main reason why I want to do stuff on elite is you get more XP for it. Okay, she's a friend. Or Charm of Evil Chaos. Thank you. Okay, we went through here, went through there. Looks like we've been through the entire place except for down here.
This room is where the Frost Rager clan creates its magical concoctions. Best to destroy these now, before they can create more of the deadly and vile substances.
Where are we going? Where's that door? Back here. Wait. Let's go back here. In one of these rooms there was a switch. Yep, there it is.
The lever clicks into place, and the sound of grinding gears can be heard somewhere in the cave.
So there'll be one for the other one in these guys' cave. There we go. Finished. Got some good XP out of that. Doing pretty good on the XP tonight, too. Okay, he has got... his caves are over here.
This is the armory of the Ash Tusk clan. Without weapons and armor, the tribe will be much less dangerous.
The thing is, once you complete the quest, you can't actually get any additional XP for blowing up all the things. Though I personally find it a little bit therapeutic. Cathartic, for sure. Turned. Okay, he has got something in here. Might be in this room. So technically we're done with the quest, but I'm actually going for the completionist. Going for all the optionals as I can. I love implosion. Trying to remember where his other key was. His switch was somewhere. Behind one of the statues? we're already down here. Long and winding road.
A dangerous orc stands in the training area. You ready your attack.
Ah!
The wall here is decorated with the skulls of elves, humans, and dwarves
Okay, so that's
in
the way
various
out.
stages of decay. The Ash Tusk like to display their brutality proudly.
Okay, so the switch is probably in the room, whoops, where the doors were. Because hers was in her throne room, or... Okay, so his is probably here somewhere. Yep, right there.
Grinding gears can be heard once again as a gate opens somewhere in the cave.
Ooh! 1,000 guild renown, and I've got a 200% guild renown pot on? Hell yeah! We wound up getting 10,000 renown for that. Nice. Very nice. Because we get the reward for being a small guild, and because I got the pot. Sweet. Okay, so we hit the thing, and now this treasure chest is open to us. Alas, the piles of gold are not clickable in this one. And we get more stuff. Okay, so now we can get out of here. Alright, let's resummon the muse, by the way. Get the party back up to full strength. Okay, what else we gotta do? We gotta go down here. The Cobbled Caves! I don't think we'll get all 7 quests done in time. They're all pretty short, except the last one. But, this one's a little bit of an interesting one, because we're gonna wind up, yeah, that one was done on Epic Normal. Let's go back and do it on Elite. I want to see how rough it actually is. It's for science, people! Ah, let me up. You're gonna make me go up the entire path. Plus, I'll get more XP. I won't get as much as if I'd gone in on Elite the first time. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Let's... Oh. I have to turn the quest in first. Shit. Let's recall out and turn in those 3 quests, and then we'll come back and do the other 4. We're going to be here till midnight, and then I'm going to switch over and watch Devil Lore. who is my friend who is doing Bruv Night. With Bruv Night is basically Devilor and a bunch of his streamer friends. Going and getting really drunk and playing certain video games. Okay, we've done your quest. Hey. Get to pick something. Ooh. So, basically, I'm learning that in DDO, the quality of the item doesn't matter as much as the stats on the item. So the differentiation between like a green item, a blue item, a cyan item really doesn't matter. A cyan item simply has a little bit extra oomph, or it might have, like on this piece it has 4 items on it. It has 4 things. Resonance, which is actually sonic, combustion, enhancement, electric, that thingy. Versus, Commendations of Valor. So this one might be a decent one to have. I could either go for this, or I could go for the Commendations of Valor. Don't I actually... Wait a minute. Don't I have piece of level 24 armor? Repair, negative... I don't think that was it. It's been level 5. Yeah, that's not it at all. Here it is. 4 healing amp. So basically the reason I chose the armor that I have now, even though it's a lower level, and it has a lower armor bonus with a dexterity bonus, whatever, is the spell failure. The spell failure is lower, and it gives me boost to my ability to turn undead, and it has death block on it. I also need to repair my gear, so let's choose the Commendations of Valor for a change. Alright. Because I don't need money on this character. Okay. The Warded Necklace of Spot actually looks pretty good. I do like what I have for my neck piece, though. But what I can do... This is something really cool with DDO that you can do. You can... well, it does actually have protection from evil, so that's going to help a bit. So I think what I can do is when I want to do a spot, I can flip this on real quick, and then when I'm done with it, I just turn it back off. Put my regular thing on. So I think we'll do that. And so we're going to put that, wherever the hell it ran off to, down here on my hotbar. We're also going to lock it so it doesn't actually go wandering off. Okay, I need that. And let's go talk to you. And you're not giving me much of a choice here, lady. Oh, I did yours on normal. Never mind. So I'm getting level 21 offerings. So I'll take your 10 Commendations of Valor. Whatever. Okay, let's go to... I'm gonna take your quest again, though. We want to go to the bartender. The bartender is generally going to be your repair dude as well. So we want to repair our shit because I've noticed that my stuff is getting beat up because I died lots of times. So I'm a dingleberry. And this is also where it can sell things. So let me add all. Repair all things. 2,000 plat for repair. But I've got 4690. 4690. Okay. So I don't really need any of this stuff. And I generally don't like buying things that have Intimidate on them because it just... Something that's got PRR on is generally pretty good too. But I like that +9 to con, so... Pardon me. Sell gems, add all, sell all. Get it out of my inventory. Alright. Let us go on back, and we're going to redo that one quest. And then we'll see what other of these quests that we can tackle before the Strem is up. Melnock and Melnoth, what would you think that they're multi-boxing? Would you take that bet? I would not take that bet. Alright, I am going to go look for Qual Feather. Okay. Enchanted Horseshoe is what I'm looking for. Drops from the chest of the epic variants of the Keep of the Borderland dungeons. So... and drop rate maybe somewhere, so... Let's summon dudes. As you do. It says Borderlands Dungeons, though. So let's keep going. Let's go do a couple more dungeons and then call it a night. Oh, I'm not even gonna bother. One thing I like about this area is that the keep is really self-contained, pretty much. It's fairly small wilderness area. Like Barovia was freaking monstrously huge. It was so freaking large. And Charn was like really compact. And the cogs were not. The cogs were not compact. But running around like the upper spires of Charn was pretty good. So tomorrow night we'll be on the Catch-Up Completionist over in Lotro. And so what that means is we are going to have a lot of fun finishing out some few little itty-bitty bits in Angmar. The goal here is not to get bogged down in doing Angmar stuff. We're going to complete a few deeds in Barad Gularan.
Small, squalid cave entrances dot the ravine walls. These must be the Caves of Chaos, where the cultists and their monster allies have made their base.
I like the fact that you can shoot things from midair. And we're gonna go see if we can finish Barad Gularan and then hie off to Orien. I think Orien is not gonna take anywhere near as long because I really did a lot of the quests in Orien back in the day, from my recollection. Because I have, like, all of the swift travels unlocked for Orien. So I must have done the quest, because those require you to have done the quest. Okay, let's do this again on hard mode. Actually, on elite. We're gonna be elite today. I think this time we'll go we'll go north first.
Fearing for their lives, the people of the keep have asked for your help dealing with 2 orc tribes
We'll
that
take the
dwell
fiery
inside
dudes
this
first.
cave. Judging from the decor, each direction leads to a different tribe's home. The wall here is decorated.
Yeah, their
with the
CR is now
skulls of
37,
elves,
so this is gonna be
humans,
tougher.
and dwarves in various stages of decay. The Ash Tusk like to display their brutality proudly.
Ugh. Those fire guardians don't count as elementals. Because normally I can turn elementals. That's why I'm like, oh. Okay. Gotcha. Nothing in here. Let's go over here.
A dangerous orc stands in the
Oh
training
shit,
area.
he's also a
Ready
champion!
to attack.
Get him! Go get him! He's got a mark of chaos. Oh, this is gonna be bad. See, that's what you're gonna watch out for. And aren't I glad that I went and fixed my cursor or my trackball first? Let's res you. Let's res you. Well, that went really well. Fine, the rest of us will just fight this guy. Oh, shit. Shield Guardian. We might die. See if I can at least get the Shield Guardian up. Oh, I died. Garrett, help! Res me. Res you. Res the muse. It doesn't help that the freaking owlbear is doing fuck all in here. There, got him. Alright, let's res the doggo. Nothing back here. I think he's kind of stuck. I forget. Okay. So that's where the bad guy is. I'm gonna go back down this way. Yeah, let's not aggro those guys yet while we're fighting these dudes over here. That'd be good. One more and we'll complete the side quest. And of course the owlbear just went to aggro everything. Okay, good job. Let's use the rest shrine. Everybody rest! Garrett, you did not use the rest shrine, sir. You always want to have your hireling, who is supposed to be your backup healer and backup reser, to rest. Alright, let's go to the other cavern! I don't know what's causing that. Whoops, this way.
This is the armory of the Ash Tusk clan. Without weapons and armor, the tribe will be much less dangerous.
Hell yeah. Now the question is, will I be able to pass the DCs of the side quest? We'll try disable device. Oh. Well. Let's try repair. Nope. Yep. There's no way I'm going to pass the DCs of this. Alas, no side quests for me. But, we'll be getting some decent... See, I'm not getting this because I don't have the thing, alas. But I will get bonus XP for completing an elite. And I'll get some XP for... since you never played this adventure before, I've chosen to play. I don't think I'm gonna get that. Plus I've got a Tome of Learning for an extra 10% XP, so I'm doing pretty good on XP. I've already gotten like a quarter of a bar tonight, maybe a little bit less. I only died once though. Though you do get extra XP if you don't die during the adventure, so. Oh, alas, there's no collectible there. Okay, let's go. He fell down. Let's res the doggo. Hey, wanna come help us out? There we go. We're not doing hardly any damage to that dude. Sorry, I'm also was taking a look at what was going on in Devilor's chat, and one of our cool dudes in chat announced he just accepted a job at a game company. So good job, him. All right. There's a draft coming from somewhere. Let's do this first.
The lever clicks into place, and the sound of grinding gears can be heard somewhere in the cave.
Uh-oh, am I gonna be able to open this one? Probably not! Ooh, failure. Let's try this again. I keep rolling until I get a 20, and we'll see if I can beat it on a 20. I don't think I will, because we didn't in the other quest either. Ooh, that's a 1. Ooh, got it on a 19. Sweet. Open sesame. I mean, it's just loot you're gonna sell, right? Hello, hello. Where's my dude? Where's my dead dude? Alright, you two. Alright, time to wakey wakey. Alright. Feywild Muse, let's get you... I didn't mean to hit that spell. There you go. Everybody gets a heal. Alright, now... I'm gonna open this door. Now we're gonna go down into the ice caves. The thing about this quest is you don't have to do the entire quest. Again, nothing turnable in range. Hi. Everybody in the room? Oh, one of them's got Elemental Fury on him. Good job. I'm trying to get the Ice Guardian. Except I'm dead. Garrett! Thank you. There, got him. Focus fire on the nice lady. Alright, if I need heals, I'm screwed. Unless Garrett got me. Whoa, the lag. The ineffable lag. Thank you for the heals, Garrett. You're my favorite. Not doing a lot to her because I'm literally just holding the button down. You know what I could do? Let's just hit her in the face. Oh, noes. Can Garrett res me? I don't think so. I don't think Garrett has the HP, but the Shield Guardian might be able to take Yatur down. Yeah! Okay, so, how are we gonna handle this? Because resing takes... How many points? I don't think Garrett has the ability to res me. Okay, target myself. Garrett should be able to res me. Oh, I don't want to disable it. He doesn't have the spell points. Alright, however, what we do have... I have Spiris cakes. I have cakey. I want to use a grater. Or a supreme. I'll use one of my regular Asparagus cakeys. There we go, I'm alive. How about that? Don't have any spell points, but that's okay. I don't need your spell points. Alright, let's go clicky this.
Grinding gears can be heard once again as a gate opens somewhere in the cave.
And so we don't have to do the entire rest of the other half of the dungeon. I mean, we can kill the dudes if we wanted the XP, but we don't need to. Let's just take this and get on in here. Okay. Got about 20 minutes left. So what else could we do for 20 minutes? We could do another quest. I don't know if it'll take 20 minutes. Okay. My Feywild Muse is still dead, and I can't... Well, I can res him now. Come here. Clicky, clicky. Oh, dear. Why can I not res him? I think I'm gonna have to actually boot him. No, I can't leave the... I don't want to leave the party. Don't you know you never split the party. Alright. So, let's go back out to that nice lady. And we'll recall out and that'll res the Feywild Muse. What's going on in my Discord? Alright, let's turn in that other quest. Where my character is not really geared for, or is not spec'd for having a melee weapon. So this will be interesting. Double strike. Double strike. I've actually resisted putting a sentient weapon in until I get to level 30. So I think I'm gonna go with I think I'll go with more combinations of valor. Hey, it's Red Piety. I know Red Piety. Red Piety, I see them all the time in the official DDO channel. They're always going around asking Cord to say their name like they're, you know, I was like, say my name. And I always get a little twitchy, pun intended, when I see a somebody demand that the streamer say their name. Alright, let's go back in. Get one more quest on, and then we're going to call it for the evening, and tomorrow we'll be on the Lotro Jazz. Alright, first of all, let me re-equip my... There we go. Which weapon? Ah, wrong one. Which one do I have? Epic Ethereal Crossbow. No. I want the... this one. The Spectral Great Crossbow. Double click to trade your combinations of valor for special rewards. Let's see what we can do with this. Oh, you can get hearts of wood. Heartseed. Oh, hello. So if you get 42 of these, then you can turn them in for one of these. So hearts of wood are actually used to... honestly, in this particular case, this is pretty much a waste of time for me to choose those. Though I might buy the potion of spell power. Not really. Prowess could be good. Alright, let us resummon dudes. You know what we could do? Instead of running another dungeon, let's do another round of finding the, see if we can get the, any of the rares to drop the epic horseshoe. So I think I did pretty well with XP tonight. Bearing in mind that I am aware that there's an XP boost going on. I just basically need to spend more time in DDO to get this character leveled up. That's that simple. Okay, so there's the one boss. One rare up this way. Thank you, Elda! Appreciate you so much. Unfortunately, we have been doing a lot of bot banning of late in a lot of our channels, including the official Locho channel, because there's several bots out there that are known to be pilot fish, basically the precursors to hate raids, or affiliated with hate raids. Now, to be fair, I understand that I'm less likely to be hit with a hate raid than, say, somebody who's, you know, LGBTQ or person of color, but I do tick one of the things that they like to go after, ladies. So we have been trying to keep our Twitch channel safe from nasty ass people who need to go find a fucking life. Oh, did we find friends? We found friends. Let's go hit the mysterious spring and see what it gives us. I'm sorry, the mysterious fountain. I got air affinity? What does that actually even do? Ooh, additional air damage and receive 20% less electrical damage? That's interesting. Hello? Big named air dude. Roasted his ass.
Monsters have built a small camp atop this hill, giving them a commanding view of the valley below.
Targeting in this game is sometimes a little bit weird to me. Okay, we're gonna go over there. I feel bad for those wolves. Those goblins cannot be light. They got a freaking wolf goblin on their back. Alright, there's just a fox here. No burb. Alright, let's go see if the spider's in.
Dense webs cover the trees in this dark and isolated gorge.
Then pretty soon after we do our little run here, I will then go do the chores. And we're going to have some fun. So again, I'll be on tomorrow night from... Oh, there's something there. Oh, it's the crest. Crest, but no chest. Alright, we'll take the crest of the spooter. We'll go hit up that one boss that you have to get 3 crests before he'll appear. Because we actually didn't do a full circuit of all of the rare locations last time. We'll try to make a better round of it this time, though. Oh, he's up.
Someone's plans for a nice quiet picnic on this island came to an unexpected end.
Kind of tempted to just keep playing after the stream. Do some more quests, get some more shit done. Qual Feather Token, Heroic Deeds. Get some 500 renown for the guild. Alright, let's go down, see if we can find Pinchy. Caneth crafting materials. We now have a Caneth crafting station on the guild airship, thanks to my shenanigans with doing way too many. Did 6 whole sagas. Each saga was like 12 quests each. Some of them were not short quests. Well, the ones in the cogs were not bad, I'm not gonna lie. Cogs is not too bad. Alright, got him. I don't know how crossbow bolts can kill a swarm of critters, but you know, whatever works.
With the keep under siege, the local lizard folk have grown bold. They built a camp down by the water,
folk,
right in the center of the valley.
Bad guy is here. The rare. Oh, it says long bow. For a second there, I thought it was like supposed to be a sword, like long bow. Oh, long bow. Got you. Alright. Got some more guild renown. Chugging away at that. Let's go see if Pinchy is up again. Oh, Pinchy is up because I see the chest there. We're doing pretty good on the rares this time around. Ooh, I got a named item. This is an offhand orb. So that's pretty nice. And I also got a Scion shield. Oh, it's plus 12. Trap the soul guard. Sheltering. That would actually be a good one to hang on to. Okay, let's go see if, there's supposed to be a burb over here sometimes. I think he's generally supposed to be around here, if he's around here at all. Or over here. Okay, let's keep going. Let's go up here. It's frog, it's frog. It's breaking its screen, it's frog. Are you guys killing the frogs? Who let the frogs out? Croak, croak, croak. Who let the frogs out? Croak, croak. Okay, that was bad. That was really... Oh, he's up. Torg! All hail King Torg! Except King Torg was, Kobold. Kobold, save my baby for Torg! All hail King Torg! It's a song by my friend Mikey Mason. Mikey is currently at Dragon Con this weekend, which makes me sad. Not that he's there, but that I'm not there. This will actually be the first Labor Day that I'll be working for the first time ever. I've always had Labor Day off. With my previous jobs. And not only will I have Labor Day off, I will have voluntarily... Hey, wait, a starter potion? I think? What? What? Standing Stone, what are you doing? Would you get away from that? Devoted 100 mountain plate of electric resistance. Ooh, devotion. Oh, no, that could be good. Okay, let's go. Okay, we're gonna go over to this beat up ruined tower because one of the seals is there. Oh, we never got the one from the lizard folk village. Oh, shit. Did I? Got the spider. Did not get the lizard folk one. Shame on me. Let's go ahead and do that. Since we already tore through the village. Oh, here's something else you can do in DDO that you can't do in Lojo. Climbing ladders. Okay, I wasn't meaning to shoot that freaking beetle all the way the hell over there. Where the hell is it? Ah, Crest of the Snake. Alright, let's go get the last crest. We're just up in this tower. And then we'll probably call it. Oh, I'm not gonna call it. I'm gonna keep playing. I'm having fun. That generally is what happens with me in DDO is, like, I will get a plate where, like, hey, I'm having fun, I'm gonna keep playing this.
This was once a great and impressive tower, but it was reduced to rubble in a battle long ago.
We're gonna have to fight these guys. I've been kind of thinking about changing this character to a melee cleric, because that's how most clerics are, is they're melee characters. I mean, because the class fantasy of a cleric is that they're using a mace and a shield of some kind. But I kind of like being able to shoot shit from halfway across the map. The downside is it can kind of be hard. Alright, let's go up here and see if the dude's up here. We'll finish our circle, and then we'll conclude with the guy that's closest to the actual keep. Well, he's not here. I don't know about you, but I think Bill Champagne really killed it with the soundtrack here. It sounds like something you'd expect in a John Williams action flick. Right? And I honestly can think of no higher praise to give that guy, because John Williams is like one of his heroes. As well, he should be. Earth affinity. This time I have deal additional earth damage and receive 20% less acid damage. Okay. Okay, this guy's here.
You find a grave here in the brush. It's been neglected for many years.
I got tripped? Rude. Set those plants on fire! Now those ingots that I'm picking up are actually crafting things. There's a weaponsmith in the keep who can craft you appropriate weapons using those ingots. And they're pretty decent to start epic questing in, and also start an initial quest. Like as a level 1. Because you basically the default content in Keep of the Borderlands, it starts at level 1. It's intended to be an alternative to doing the quests in Korthos. And also it's the epic version at 21. Okay, I just see some wolves up here. Alright, so we're gonna go back. Ooh, I did this. Ooh, I got some good XP for that. So, by doing the 700, like, doing the next milestone of the Slayer deed, got me 44,700, what? 44,250 XP. So that was pretty nice. So I'm now about almost three quarters of the way into leveling to 26, which is not bad at all. So we're gonna do one more rare boss on the way out of here. Actually, we'll probably do a couple. We're gonna see if the two on the other side of the hill are up, and then we'll do the last one. The one that the crests are for. DDO really likes, like, crests. Either 2 crests or 3 crest locks. Where you have to go dig into... Like, you saw that in the one early dungeon that we did. But hey, if it's not broken, don't fix it, right? But I think what my plan here is going to be is to slowly just work my way through the epic quests that are available, like the 21s and then the 22s and the 23s, and just work my way up from there. Okay, Enoch isn't here. We're gonna pause for just a second. I'm seeing somebody in Deviler's chat who I probably need to ban. Hang on. Where is my cursor? A request error, which means they probably have already gotten banned. And enough channels to auto-ban them anyway. So, if you're a streamer, by the way, and you see somebody with the username of Hoss, HOSS 00312, now I'm seeing a Hoss 0031, that person is very likely a, it's not even a person, it's a bot, and the Haas name has been associated with hate raids. So, ban them with extreme prejudice. Alright, let's do one last boss. And this one is technically considered one of the 15 rares, but is not rare because you can summon him every single time. You just have to go get the 3 crests and go over to the shrine here, the defiled thing, and put the crests, throw your crest down, and then you will appear.
You get an uneasy feeling as you approach this ancient altar.
There's a summon to Dretch. And got some more XP. Nice, nice. Nothing cool to get out of it, though. The Spell Sword's Mountain breastplate. That could be useful for fire spell power rating. Ooh, that might actually be halfway decent. Okay, we're gonna loot it and get the hell out of here. I could just recall out, but I mean, literally, the gates are right here.
The keep on the borderlands was built to protect this valley. Constant monster attacks have driven the valley's residents to take refuge behind the keep's walls.
Okay, because I didn't finish any additional quests that time. Alright, so this is the Weaponsmith. This is the guy you turn the arcane stuff in it. So you see this, then you can get one of these. So they're base level 20 items, and then you can get some scepters, you get a battle axe, a silver dagger. So there's the Sworn Silver set. Right? And then you also have the Ethereal set. The Ethereal set is actually the better set. And there's basically an object or a weapon for every single kind of combat. So right now what I'm wearing, or what I'm using, is the Ethereal Great Crossbow. Now you can, as it says, it accepts sentience. Sentience is similar in concept to the LI system, question mark. I have a feeling that some of the new LI work conceptually might be taken from the sentient weapon concepts for DDO. We'll find out on Tuesday. So anyway, I thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. I'm going to go watch Devilor, who is streaming Bruv Night with his friends, and they get rather profane and rather amusing when they are drunk and playing video games together. So golf with friends when your friends are all drunk, as you are. It gets wild and wacky. And again, not safe for not safe for children, not safe for pets, and not safe for adults either. I'm also going to take a little bit of a break because I've been sitting down for far too long. So you know the drill. Be good. If you can't be good at it. And I hope to see you tomorrow night for the Catch Up Completionist. Bye.